Hey everybody, Santeri here from Wheel. We launched a little Q&A thing a couple of days ago, so here I am answering those questions. Do I hear music in dreams? Yes, sometimes. Usually those ideas just vanish in the morning when I wake up, but I think some bits kind of stay as at least as an inspiration. So the answer is yes. Have I ever thrown a drumstick to an annoying fan? No, I have not. I guess we just don't have enough annoying fans. Which song touches you the most? Is it out of, Wheel songs, or is it out of anything? Out of Wheel songs, my favorite, it's hard to choose. One of my big favorites is Dissipating. I think that's that touches me even when I'm playing it myself. Out of all the songs in the world, it's too hard to pick. There's so much good music in the world. So how many drummers in Wheel? Officially, I guess one, but James is actually pretty good. Top 3 influences. Number 1 has to be Nico McBrain of Iron Maiden. I was 7 years old when I heard Iron Maiden, and that kind of got me into the track, which I'm still on. So he's number 1, and still great influence, and magical player. The groove they create with Steve Harris and the whole band, of course, it's just magical. I would say Dave Lombardo and Ian Pace, and all these 3 line up in a way, of course. Favorite cymbal setup to play live? I change it a little bit from tour to tour, but basically it's big cymbals, like big rides, 22s, 23s. I just get the dynamics from them that I want, so there's not really splashes or anything like that. I have 16-inch hi-hats, and I usually have a heavy ride, like a power ride type of thing, just on top of the kick. So yeah, big ones. So where do I get the inspiration? From life, I guess. From nature, yeah, definitely. From just what I've experienced, how I feel. I could say it's less technical approach and more like based on feel. At least that's how I kind of consider it myself. Technically, the hardest song to play live in the Wheel set, I guess that's Movement. It's pretty tricky. There's some fast bits, and time signature is kind of weird. So yeah, that's something I need to be in my best shape to play that, like on a good level. Do I practice when we are not touring? Yeah, I do, when I have the time for it. Not as much as I would like to, but I do. I practice some new stuff, not so much like technical stuff, but ideas, sounds, grooves, and I also just maintain my existing technique by just playing. I play through the songs quite often that we play live, so when we are playing a show, I'm in the best possible shape. So yeah. Is drumming hard? No. Do I get confused in the middle of a song? Not often, no. Playing is about focus, it's about intensity, it's about building something in the moment. Sometimes you get distracted. I think it's just human, it happens, but not often. Can we expect a solo in a Wheel set? I think the solos kind of are in the songs already, so there's a lot of drum stuff happening. So a spot solo in the middle of a set where it's just drums, I don't know, maybe. Let's see, nothing planned. Favorite bands and drummers? Starting with bands, most influential for me is, or the origin of everything is Iron Maiden, and Nick McBrain is the top guy. I'm a big fan of Type O Negative, Obituary, it's huge for me. The Mars Volta, Deep Purple, Slayer, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. Those are the first that come to mind. There's many, many more, of course. As of drummers, the drummers of those bands, I'm a big fan of drummers who play for the band, who play the music, the songs. From the session player world, my first pick is Steve Gadd. His sound, the musicality, if you will, is just next level, basically. Of course, you know, Vinny Colaiuta, guys like that. I appreciate the skill to do basically anything, but still, when, you know, for example, when Colaiuta plays with Sting, he's just a magical pop rock player. Guys like Dave Lombardo, Matt Cameron, those kind of band players are my pick. So how do I do the polyrhythms? One rhythm with one limb and another with another one. Practice. Basically, I don't have many brains, I only have one. I have to deal with that. So just get the feel for, get one thing automated in a way, and then you can play stuff on top of it that is kind of altering rhythms and stuff. So practice. Which qualities make me the best drummer of wheel? I don't really know. I guess I'm just the lucky one to having that position. Yeah, someone asked about the size of my live drum kit. It's expected to be larger than it is. It's kind of small. Yeah, it is. It's on purpose. I rather have a smaller kit and find the dynamics within those few elements than have dozens of stuff, you know, around me. So I like to keep it kind of rock, if you will, and yeah, find different sounds from each part of it, rather than have a different drum or a cymbal for each kind of dynamic. So am I proud of a section or a bit in a song, a wheel song? Yeah, definitely. One first thing comes to mind is the beat in Fugue. We were recording Resident Human, and it was the last day of the drum recordings, and it was a last minute song on that album, and I hadn't even checked it out really, James's demo of that, because I was busy with the other songs the whole week. We had 7 days, I think, to record the drums, and yeah, last day I took a listen in the morning, and it was a totally different beat that was demoed. It was tom based, really different thing. I wanted something on the hi-hat and something really simple, and I got lucky. I kind of I sat behind the kit for an hour or something, or maybe two, and came up with that. So I think it drives the song really well. I'm proud of that. So my last name is Saksala, and Saksa is Germany in Finnish, and the origin is Saksa used to mean tradesman. So it's about trading. The people who came from Germany were trading goods, and that kind of it had a double meaning. So when at some point Germany became Germany, the name stuck in Finnish language, and it was Saksa. It's kind of weird, but I actually don't know why our family is called Saksala. But there are not so many of us Saksalas in Finland, so it's kind of rare.